Welcome back to Black Metal Monday. Finally, a Black Metal Monday is back. Took a little bit of a break there from recording it, but I found some time, so if you're noticing I look exactly the same from a past video, it's because I'm pre-recording these, getting ahead of the schedule. So I'm going to show off all vinyl today. I have a bunch of black metal that I've been getting in, and I'll break it up so I can have more than one video to show off. But I've got some new stuff and then some old stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start with things that are very familiar, but I added them to the collection, so I want to show them. Talk off. There's my pup. Always got to do the shake off when I'm recording. Was shopping in a local store several weeks ago. Came across this for 20 bucks. It's the Emperor EP, their first EP, just titled Emperor back in 93. I didn't own this on vinyl. I do have the Wrath of Tyrant comp with this on CDs, so I decided I'll pick it up. 20 bucks. Can't pass that up. I didn't have it, so it is just plain black vinyl. But yes, guys, I do buy black vinyl. For whatever reason, I've been getting the colored vinyl stands in the comments lately and giving me shit about that. So, you know, it's my money. Why the fuck do you care what I'm buying? I don't. Whatever. YouTube comments, man. But yes, I do buy plain black vinyl. I don't have a problem with it. But sometimes the color is just too good to pass up. So snagged that, and in that same shopping spree, they had this, and I wasn't gonna get it, but this was an impulse buy. We all had them. I already owned this on vinyl. I got this like 2 years ago when they repressed them with the original. They repressed them in their incredible pressings, but this was sitting there for 20 bucks as well. So I was like, oh, fine, I'll grab it. So this is, you're like, oh, yeah, you don't have this already? I do have this. So you know, obviously, In the Nightside Eclipse, their first full-length, iconic black metal album. But here's why I got it. So I do have a plain black pressing of this. I think it was a 2020 repressing that they did. Really nice printed inner sheet. But here's what. It's picture disc. I couldn't pass it up. I don't know. It was just such an impulse buy. It looked so good. The guy let me take it out of the jacket and look at it. It was brand new, but they took it out of the shrink wrap and bagged it, which is nice. I do like when stores do that. And he let me check it out. And I was like, you know what? I'll just buy it. I'll probably frame it and put it up on my wall. But I did spin it, and it sounds phenomenal. No issues at all. Again, this is coming from somebody who has a pretty standard setup, as you guys know. I don't have thousands of dollars worth of speaker equipment, but it sounds pretty good. So, and it's a properly done picture disc. It comes with an actual real jacket, none of that clear plastic bullshit with no artwork. So, again, it was an impulse buy. I had to snag it. I just thought it looked so cool. This is one of my, all-time favorite black metal albums. And I figured, it'll look cool on the wall next to my Merciful Fate ones that I have. So I bought it. We all do those impulse buys, but it does sound phenomenal. I will say, a lot of people have talked about how colored picture discs don't sound that great. They have terrible sounds, and I think that they've come a long way, obviously, with that, and it's a big reason why people don't buy them. But nah, this sounds fine. Sounds totally fine. So if you're interested, I'm pretty sure these are out on Candlelight Records. I'm pretty sure you can find them. So check them out. Yeah. So there's those. Those are the ones that are obviously well known. I do have some new releases that I want to talk about. So I'm excited about this next one. I am very new to this band. Had never heard them before. And then I saw that it was being released on Profound Lore. I finally checked it out, and I was able to find, they still had this available, which I was surprised, because Profound Lore sells out pretty fast, especially their colored copies. So I listened to it after it was released, and it was just released not that long ago. I'm actually going to look up and see. I think it was released back in April. So, but I finally got around to listening to it because I was seeing it on Instagram. I was seeing it, advertised in places, and people were reviewing it on YouTube. So I finally checked it out. So U.S. black metal band. I think they're out of New York and New Mexico. They're kind of broken up. This is the new Vanum Legend. Again, I am very new to this band, but I know that these are members of Superstition, and I think there's actually an ex-member of this in another band that I'm about to show. But yeah, this is atmospheric black metal, for the most part. Traditional sounding black metal at times. Avant-garde black metal. I don't really know like what type of black metal this is. The cover art pretty much sums up the type of black metal you're going to listen to. It is very good. A very emotional album. Longer songs, as you can see right there. My favorite song is the last song on this album, Beneath the Pillars of Earth and Air. This is an album that I have immersed myself into, that I've put on the platter and I sit and I just listen to it. I typically stop what I'm doing and I listen to it. It has been one that I've spun a lot since I've gotten it, and I finally am gonna just say this is probably gonna be one of my favorite releases of the year. I got like this purple galaxy color. I don't know if this is sold out, but I know that you can find these places. Distros have them and stuff, and I think the black copy still might be in stock at Profound Lore. $17. They sell their vinyls super cheap. By the way, Profound Lore is really good about that. Printed inner sheet of the bands in there. So they do have another album out. They have two other albums out. Ageless Fire came out a couple years ago. I finally got around to listening to that after I heard this. So this immediately was the first one I ever listened to. Doing it backwards. So when I listened to this, I listened to Ageless Fire and I bought it. So that's coming. That's another fantastic album as well. And then Realm of Sacrifice is their first full length. I have not heard that yet. But in regards to this and Ageless Fire, since this is the first one I listened to, obviously I love it, and I haven't listened to Ageless Fire nearly as much, but I'll probably get there. A lot of people are saying Ageless Fire is better than this one. Whatever. I don't care. I think it's a great album. I think it's fantastic. It's very emotional, just sorrowful. If you're into like a kind of depressive mood, this is a great album to listen to. So it is very, very good. Again, probably going to be one of my favorite releases to come out this year. I've spun it a lot. I've listened to it a lot. I've been praising it. I've been telling people to buy it and listen to it. And hopefully, hopefully they do. I don't know. I can't force your hand, but check it out if you're looking for a new black metal release that's come out this year. Some people are saying it's kind of just blah, but whatever. Everybody hears things differently, so whatever. Listen to it to yourself and get your own opinion. So that's exactly what I did. And I think it's a great album. So that one. And then another new release that came out this year. This one took me a little bit to get used to. When I first released, I wasn't a big fan of it. I was like, I don't know. This might be a $20 spin release that I pass up right now. And then I went back and re-listened to it, and my mood obviously changed and thought it was phenomenal. I think it's a really good album. I would say on a scale of 3 out of 5 stars, I'd give it about 3.5. I think it's a very good album. It is their second full length. So again, a band that I'm not familiar with at all, had never heard of. This is the new Predatory Light, Death and the Twilight Hours. So there are members of, actually, did I say this wrong? I said this wrong. I said there were members of Superstition and Venom. That's not right. I was thinking of this band. This band has members of Superstition and then an ex-Vanum member. Vanum is just Venom. And they've got, Predatory Light, Superstition. Oh, so there is members of Superstition. Sanguine Eagle. That's what I was thinking of in this. So anyway, they cross collab. So this is out on $20 spin. Second full length, obviously. I just said that. Band is out of the US, obviously, and it's very good. It is doomy black metal, I guess you could say. It's got doom elements into it, but definitely black metal sounding. A very nice pressing. I really like the artwork on this. So again, I didn't really do much for me the first time I heard it or the second time, and then after listening to Vanum, I kind of was researching the band. I was like, well, let me listen to this one more time. So by the third listen, it stuck, and so I got it. So it's this like gray, whitish marble, which I think was the only color that they pressed, and then I think black. So it's still available. It's not sold out. It's a really good album. I really enjoy it. I would say the B-side, I got a little bit bored for the most part. But To Plead Like Angels, the final song, I finally came back to my realm of listening. But again, it's not by any means a perfect black metal album to say the least, but it was good. It is probably one that I will listen to quite a bit. It's got a really cool printed sheet. I really like the artwork around this. So it's a really good album. Check it out. Like I said, it's got some doomy black metal elements to it. Reminds me a little, just a tiny bit. Not exactly, just slightly of Woad, but not just tiny bit. But for the most part, it's got a very unique sound to it. So that's the best way I can explain it. So check it out. It's still available. It's not sold out anywhere, and also it's $20 in. They do great things with their shipping, and their vinyls are always in really good, nice quality. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway. And then finally, the last record that I want to show is probably going to be my favorite black metal release this year. Already calling it, unless the new Holder album ends up changing my mind. I think it actually might be an EP though. I don't know. Holder is working on new music right now. $20 Bin has been teasing it, so I'm really waiting for that. And then I know Worm is coming out with a new EP, but that's more, and I've heard that it's going to be a little bit more black metal sounding, but in terms of full-length albums, this is probably going to be my favorite black metal album to come out this year. Been waiting a really long time for it. It came internationally from Avant-Garde Music. It's so goddamn good. I tell you what, it has been a long time since I've seen a delivery notification to my P.O. box where I immediately dropped what I was doing and said, screw everything, I'm going and getting this right now, and I'm listening to it. And that is exactly what I did when this came in. It's like, I cannot wait to have this. This is the new Moonlight Sorcery. Piercing Through the Frozen Eternity, Finnish black metal, avant-garde music. Their first full length. The only thing that they've had out before this was like a single or something like that. This was recommended to me. It was like a high trending band on Bandcamp. And late one night, I saw the album artwork and was like, well, that looks like something I would definitely want to listen to in terms of my black metal. That blue, frosty black metal scene right there. Really nice shimmeriness going on here. I listened to it and I immediately bought it, and it was a pre-order, and this was months ago. So if they're finally shipping this is finally shipping. I think there's a pre-order up for another pressing. Actually, I don't even remember what pressing this is. This might be a second pressing. I don't know. Whatever. It took a while. It was a pre-order. It finally came. So printed inner sheet, and yeah, I mean, you're basically understanding what you're getting with this by these images. It is very melodic black metal, amazing riffs. The guitarists on here are incredible, like actual riffs, like solo riffing. Reminds me a little bit of Dissection, just a tiny bit, with a mix of like Immortal and Emperor. Like there's just a ton of mix of black metal in this. Influences all over the board, but it sounds phenomenal. That image, there you go. And then I got this color version. I don't know. This pinwheel, like turquoise pinwheel, white splatter thingy. Just incredible album. The first song, immediately, as soon as it comes on, the first song is just, whoo, so good. And it's great because I posted this on Instagram, and then I had a couple people message me after, like, whoa, this is really good. Like, I had never heard this, and now I'm listening to it. So again, if you're into that melodic black metalness, the vocals are just like intense piercing, amazing intense piercing, and just really, really, really good guitars, like just solo riffing. It's good. And side note, play this on 45 rounds per minute RPMs. I made the mistake of not realizing that, and when I first put it on, like, this is such a noob thing. I first put it on, I was like, why does this sound weird? I don't remember, like, what? And then I was like, oh, I probably need to change that. So we all have those moments, right? So yeah, this album probably going to be an album of the year for me. for years. Honestly, I will be surprised if they're able to top this with the sophomore album. I'm not even gonna lie, like they've set a pretty high bar for themselves. So that's all I'm gonna say. And as far as I know, the members are not in any other things that I am familiar with. So yeah, Avant-Garde Music. It's available on Bandcamp. Avant-Garde also had it on their website, but it was cheaper on Bandcamp, which I thought was strange. That's not usually the case. So that's where I got it, from Bandcamp. But it's available. They have repressings that are up for pre-order now. It's just going to take a while to get to you, but definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Check it out. That is all that I have for this Black Metal Monday. Thank you guys for all the support. I've been getting an insane amount of support lately. I don't know what happened, just a boom in subscribers. So if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and subscribe. As soon as I get to 3,000, actually no, as soon as I get to 2,500 subscribers, I'm going to be doing another Bandcamp giveaway. So, yep, that's all that I got. See you in the next one.